Planet Earth, California, San Francisco State University, the Creative Arts Building. Here lies one of the most renowned media training grounds in the United States, the Broadcast and Electronic Communication Arts Department, or BECA. Here we find a little-known family of creatures known for their innovative and creative minds. Within these walls is a habitat of a most collaborative, artistic, if unpredictable species, the BECA student.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Jamie Binwell and her cohort professor, Gunter Kraus.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, is this thing on?
It's
Everyone
on.
here? Wow.
They can, yeah, admire it. They can hear you, doctor.
You see them all? It's amazing.
It's hard to miss.
I know.
Go ahead, continue.
My esteemed colleagues, we have gathered you this very evening to share our findings of an exciting new species discovered here, deep within the ancient ruins known to some as the Creative Arts Building.
We have been in the field searching for evidence to support claims from locals. However, nobody at San Francisco State really seems to know exactly what they're doing here, or if they even have any value.
Well, what we have discovered is that, well, what we have discovered has changed our lives forever. We have discovered that this little-known species actually does do something that is collaborative, creative, and also quite uncanny. And I don't think it's going too far to say that they are, well, perhaps the greatest species on Earth. And we have named them Beckons.
Really? You don't think that's going a little too far?
Not at all, Gunter. In fact, we're all very fortunate to be here this evening.
Please call me Professor Gunter. And why is that?
Well, this very evening, right here in Studio One, we will witness a very, very special and rare ritual that these creatures practice only once each year. It's very mysterious, yet very interesting.
Wait, you mean, are you sure these people are ready for that? I mean, it's pretty gruesome.
Not at all, Gunter. It's a very, very natural process.
It's Professor Gunter. And you think BECAfest is a natural process? I mean, that hasn't been my experience. But regardless of that, please, back to the real reason why we're here.
Oh yes, our findings. We will now share findings on this remarkable audio Beckon subspecies. I hope that this illuminates some of the wonderful properties of these, for lack of a proper description, people.
We now take you to the lowest depths of the BECA habitat, the rarely understood occurrences of the Creative Arts Basement, which holds some of the most fascinating inhabitants of the BECA species. Behold, the audio student.
Hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Do you want to get some coffee with me? I've been down here for like 10 hours and I haven't seen anybody. I could really use some more coffee. Oh, hey, you recording sound. What kind of mic is that?
The utter solitude experienced in this abyss can cause bizarre behavior in its inhabitants. With no outside communication, cut off from all social interaction, minutes can turn into hours. Hours can turn into days.
Wait, don't leave. We can go get ice. Come on, please, don't go.
As we can see, the Foley artists are creating sound effects.
Oh my.
All right, sounds great, guys. We're just gonna play it back.
Up above in the control room, fellow audio subspecies appear to be seeking order. The mysterious buzz has long been the bane of the audio student's existence.
Is it the O1B?
It's not even patched. The faders are down. Every single fader is down. Marsoni will be here any minute.
Under intense pressure, the group strives to find the source of the buzz before their leader, known simply as Barsodi, returns. It was, after all, just dust.
What you got, guys?
At last, order is restored to the audio tribe, and the deep abyss returns to silence. The pressure is off, for now.
I can't wait to observe them in their tribal rituals of receiving their Beckys. Make sure to take copious notes, Gunter.
Professor Gunter.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
perhaps they might feel a little more comfortable if we made ourselves less visible.
Indubitably.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, from the audio department, graduating BECA senior, Andrea Grant.
And the nominees for Best Radio Show are
Show mixed with the quadruple play. The sickest sports show, yeah, what the dudes say. There goes the competition, it just blew away. Blowing up the sports world, get the latest news today. Every Thursday, yeah, from 4 to 6, we got the best stories.
Yo, what is good, San Francisco, California? You are tuning in to the Puff Pass Play. We've got the Warriors play-by-play radio host, Tim Roy, on the set here to talk Warriors basketball with us.
This is Pop Now, a ticket to all of your guiltiest pleasures. Join Emma and Ryan as they take you on a journey through everything entertainment. They're dishing out all the latest in pop culture, today's cutting-edge pop music, and all of Hollywood's hottest messes. So pop on in from 2 to 4 p.m. every Thursday afternoon. Ryan and Emma give you your daily dose of everything pop, and it's only on KSFS Radio.
What's up, you guys? I'm Ryan.
Somebody show me mercy, yeah.
This particular needle exchange isn't too hard to find. It's one of the many run by the San Francisco AIDS Foundation. Their syringe access programs have been hailed with saving lives and reducing the spread of HIV in San Francisco since 1993. Still, there are others that believe these programs are just enabling drug addicts.
And the winner is Puff Pass. Zach Puff.
What is good, San Francisco, California? You are tuning into the Pass Play. We've got the Warriors play-by-play radio host, Tim Roy, on the set here to talk Warriors basketball with us.
In comparison to 2007, the We Believe season, how do you think is it going to be louder, about the same? What do you think?
It's hard to say. We Believe was a truly special time.
And Mark Jackson came out after Game 2 and said Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, best shooting backcourt of all time. What do you take from that? Do you kind of agree with him, or you think he's just kind of feeding some confidence to his young guys?
I think he's trying to pump up his guys and I think so. I think.
Hey, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. There's one person I definitely want to thank, and that is Jeff Jacoby. I mean, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jeff, and that's really all I got to say. I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at right now if it wasn't for Jeff Jacoby. Go ahead, Don.
Definitely. I just want to thank you, Zach, because prior to the semester, I was homeless with a radio show. I was showless, whatever, and you and Jake brought me in. Clearly, we did good things, man.
You set the tone, dude.
Yeah, it's all you. Thanks, everybody.
The nominees for Best Radio Spot are...
It takes an average of 6 minutes to smoke a cigarette. At a pack a day, that's 2 hours a day. 60 hours a month, 720 hours a year. That may not sound like much, but if you do the math, that equals 30 days out of the year. An entire month each year spent smoking. Outside a friend's party, away from the big game, and missing the best part of the movie. Cigarettes. Taking years off your life, in more ways than one.
More than 3 million Americans will suffer from epileptic seizures in their lifetime. This is a seizure. Almost 500 new cases of epilepsy are diagnosed every day in the United States. Help us spread awareness this November during Epilepsy Awareness Month. Go to epilepsyawareness.org.
Hard sharing your ideas. Are you tired of feeling silenced? Had enough of compromising your creative voice?
Hey, what are you working on?
Oh, nothing special.
Well, get ready to karate chop, roundhouse kick, AK-47, nuke, bomb, grenade the out of your peers.
San Francisco State University offers a comfortable environment where you can express yourself.
The BECA department is here to help.
Hey, check out my project.
Ooh, nice jump cut. What a fade out. That rack focus makes me wanna...
Join the BECA department,
where ideas are always exported.
And the winner is Ryan Rosetta, Kayla Broughton, Shannon Reppin, and Emma Gribben. Epilepsy awareness.
More than 3 million Americans will suffer from epileptic seizures in their lifetime. This is a seizure. Almost 500 new cases of epilepsy are diagnosed every day in the United States. Help us spread awareness this November during Epilepsy Awareness Month. Go to epilepsyawareness.org.
What's up, guys? So we did this because I have epilepsy, and so we just want to bring a little bit of awareness. Other than that, it's pretty rad to win, so thanks. We gotta go to these guys.
Yeah, big shout out to Kayla for being the inspiration behind this PSA, as well as Jeff Jacoby for pushing us to do something new. The PSA was a new project last semester, so it's kind of good to see that come up and for us to win it this year. So thank you for whoever voted.
I was the voice, and I enjoyed doing that. But yeah, thank you to Kayla for the idea. It was a great idea. Great sound designing on your part.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And now we have the nominees for Best Sound Design. And the winner for Best Sound Design is John Rivers. Or wait, I'm sorry. Philip Rawpatch with 8-Bit Matrix. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
First, sorry, John. But no, this was a lot of fun, and it was a great way to start out the school. And I'd like to thank the entire BECA department, because clearly this is the right path for me. And especially, I'd like to thank Nintendo of America in 1985 for the inspiration.
And now the nominees for Best Music Production. And the winner is Max Manker, the Large Brew.
First of all, I'd like to thank Edgar Miranda because he's the beautiful voice that you guys hear singing on there, and he helped with a lot of the recording. And I don't know, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I found out yesterday that a high school friend of mine passed away in a car accident, and he was like one of the genuinely like greatest guys I've ever met, and I feel like strangely, I found out yesterday, and today's been like a strangely great day, and this is just adding to it, and I think it's just his amazing vibes being spread out in the world, and so it's for Nick, and I'll miss him.
And now, the nominees for Best Sound Art are and the winner is Amanda Ebersberger, Funhouse.
You're gonna go home and get a better night's sleep. You come try out the chair.
Excuse me, sir. Yes. Will you please step aside? Only a quarter. Give it a try.
Wow. Really didn't expect that because those other projects were amazing. I have gum, sorry. It's my last semester, and I just want to say that this has honestly been the most amazing 3 years of my life, and I want to thank all the faculty, and especially Jeff Jacoby and John Barsotti and all of my peers and everybody I've worked with the last 3 years. This has been the best years of my life so far, so thanks everybody.
There are a variable subspecies within the larger BECA population. I have selected a small sample to describe some of their different external systems. First, we have the media performance student. Notice the mirror and cellular device. They appear to be emotionally and physically attached to the hands of this exoskeleton. However, after much observation, it has been determined that they are both, in fact, detachable. Thank you. Next, we have the editing student. Note its arch-like or humpback quality and the ever-present squinting of the eyes. Interesting. Well, this occurs because editors spend all days indoors, hibernating in front of a glowing screen. Curious things they are. Anywho, if you look closely, Professor, do not skip ahead of me, Professor, my goodness. Anywho, as you can see, they rest their hands on some sort of hypothesized intravenous food source, a circular ball device.
It's actually a mouse.
Don't be silly, Gunter. Mice have ears. That is not a mouse.
Deal with.
You always mess the technology up. I don't know what you do. Results about the long-term effects of this hibernation process are still inconclusive. However, they cannot be good. Further research is required. Next, we have the video student.
Jamie, if I could, I know, sorry, it's really not my fault, but we do have footage from our explorations for that. Do you remember?
Yes. Please call me Dr. Professor.
Yes, Dr. Professor.
It is a fight for survival today for the video subspecies of the BECA student. The filming of Under SF is upon them, meaning that the line that separates predator and prey has been blurred.
Hello, is anybody in here? I just need to get some props checked off. Hello?
The assistant producer has been given a new role, the sacrificial lamb. He is the poor one chosen to go to the Forbidden Forest and gather provisions for his tribe.
Hello, puppet. Lost, are we? I'm a theater student, and this is me realm.
Look, Shakespeare, I don't have time for this. I need these props right now.
All right, all right. No need to get your underwear in a bunch, man. Just give me that list. I'll see what I can do for you, all right?
Witness the language barrier between two very different species sharing a common habitat. The BECA student and the theater student. While at first glance they may appear to be one alike, the creatures share so little genetic makeup in common that interactions can become quite painful. The assistant producer hesitantly approaches the rest of the tribe in Studio One. Observe the complete chaos. An average working environment for the video student. Tensions run high as the tribe collaborates to make a perfect show. The assistant producer anticipates instructions from the producer, but it seems the predators are preparing to attack. Strong, steadfast, and angered, The instructor genus approaches.
You're never gonna get done by 6 with a production schedule like this.
When a crew member falls, natural selection prevails. The assistant producer is left to take over. The show must always go on.
All right, you two, there's more gels out in the hall. Go! Start micing now. We'll figure out the problems later. Everybody, if we're behind 30 minutes, it means we need to make up 45. Go! Let's get moving!
A close call for the video student. Such determination, such perseverance. They truly are impressive.
Yes. Yes, they are. Why are you looking at me like that? Can we just watch them receive some more awards? You think we could do that?
Brilliant idea, Gunter. That's the smartest thing you've said all day.
From the video department, please welcome to the stage graduating BECA senior Crystal Endless.
And the nominees for Best Television Show are
Okay, let's go. Okay, one, pickle, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Hey. Woo. All right, yeah, thank you. Oh, come on now, people, you're too kind. But let's hear it on the clap-o-meter one more time. Let's hear it for Muriel, let's hear it for me. Come on, thank you. I'm still in therapy, but you guys are great. Thank you very much.
And cheese. Throw it into a pan, melt it up, add a little bit of paprika, garlic powder, and black pepper. And
That's so easy.
It becomes a low-calorie cheese sauce. And 2 ounces of that, which is a quarter cup, is only 114 calories.
Wow.
So really low.
Wow.
So I think this is all heated up. You want to make sure it's nice and hot.
Can we try the cheese sauce?
You can.
I had to ask.
Why don't we wait for this pan to heat up with these vegetables?
Esto es una producción de Zumba Fitness in the house.
And the winner is Ben Mitchell for Under SF episode Night at the Circus. I think he's coming.
Okay, go to the club now, Muriel.
Wait, here, they're right here. Oh, God,
Muriel,
they're right
go
here.
to the
No,
club,
I don't
Muriel.
want to mess you
Muriel,
up. This
I'm
is
in
a
the
safety
house.
hazard.
Go to the club, Muriel.
My hat.
Where is the club?
They're here.
Okay, this is a hat.
No, this is
Oh,
a
the
hat.
Sorry,
These
okay.
are, okay.
Okay, club.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Club.
Oh,
Club.
Okay, here.
Okay, go to this
Here.
way. Go to this way. Heck yeah. Okay, let
No,
go.
that's right.
Let go of it, Muriel. Muriel, let go.
Okay.
Okay. This is TV. Hello, Muriel.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to this hand, Muriel. Okay, one.
Okay.
Pickle. 1, 2,
3.
Yeah. Hey. Woo. All right, yeah, thank you. Oh, come on now, people, you're too kind. But let's hear it on the clap-o-meter one more time. Let's hear it for Muriel, let's hear it for me. Come on, thank you. I'm still in therapy, but you guys are great. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Thank you, everyone. First, I'd like to thank Hanyo Lee
I know it's his last semester here, and I'd like to thank wherever he's at. I know he's here somewhere. I'd like to thank him. Also, I'd like to thank Jen Vaughn, who captained the 515 crew, who I know did a lot for us. I'd like to thank our team. I know my name was the only person on here. That was a mistake. But it's also Melissa Sabato, David Nicholson, Adriana Quintero, Brett Killerberg, and Ander Fisher. And I'd like to thank all them. Thank you.
And the nominees for Best Documentary and Narrative Programming are
San Francisco is known for cultural diversity, iconic landmarks, and its booming artistic scene. Of all the extraordinary events that the city hosts, one in particular stands above the rest.
And it all started because there's this guy who loved bluegrass.
Gravel, I see everything but road. And that's when we hit the rock. And that's when we flip. I feel my arm just being dragged along the ground. As we come to rest, upside down, I look around for a second and an instinct takes over. So I crawl out of the car, I make sure my friend is good, we climb him out, he stands up, just asking what happened, and I was speechless. The first time I looked at my arm, I was scared.
I woke up one morning and just realized art is what I wanted to do. So I decided just to take the old boards, make a new shape out of them, and recreate that board and make it into something new. Art has been in my life.
And the winner is Chelsea Gray for Hurricane Hellman.
The city of San Francisco is known for cultural diversity, iconic landmarks, and its booming artistic scene. Of all the extraordinary events that the city hosts, one in particular stands above the rest.
And it all started because there's this guy who loved bluegrass music and wanted to share his love for bluegrass music with the rest of the city.
There was definitely somebody who wanted to monetize it. They said, why don't you sell me the festival? It could make a lot of money. And he said, why would I do that? It's a gift to San Francisco.
Well, I mean, I think that there are certain types of things, like the Giants winning a World Series, or Hardly Strictly Bluegrass, that are quintessential San Franciscan experiences.
He truly loved San Francisco, and I think he was honored to be able to make that kind of contribution.
Every October in Golden Gate Park, over 700,000 guests from all over the world attend the largest free music festival in the country, Hardly Strictly Bluegrass.
Thank you so much. I first want to thank the students who put on BECAfest because this is an amazing opportunity, and I don't think many other majors out there have this opportunity, so thank you all for your hard work. And then definitely Grace Provenzano, this would not have happened without you. Thank you for organizing 562 the way you did. It was such a great semester, and I'm sad to say that I'm leaving BECA this semester. But this is not just under my name. It's hard for me to put this under my name. I want to thank the rest of my crew. I'm not going to name everybody, but thank you so much. Francesca, Ray, Kyle, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
And the nominees for Best Television Spot are
Will we play the same game tonight, Lorenzo?
Yes.
Oh,
Die. 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 Miserable. Drive it down his throat.
Runway 2013 Ignite, May 2nd, 7 p.m. at the San Francisco Design Center. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. Start something.
And the winner is Julian Forrest for Lauren Zaccio.
Will we play the same game tonight, Lorenzo?
Yes! Die! Die! Drive it down his throat.
Oh wow, it's really bright out here. I'm really bummed that there wasn't a jib shot to follow me down the hallway because I was the jib operator. Anyway, I want to thank everybody that has helped me with my education. I'm graduating this semester and all of the teachers have been great. But since I've heard on my headset, every time somebody gets name dropped, everybody cheers. I'm going to drop a couple names. Professor Connie, thank you for everything. Jen Vaughn, this is the class that I won this award for, and thank you for allowing us to work with the theater department and just have a lot of creative freedom with this. Hanyul Lee up in the studio there too. Everybody, it was really great. Joel Johnston, the producer, who scheduled things and made things happen after dates fell through. And I'll let you thank some people, and anybody else here, you can hold it.
Julian said it pretty well. I just want to say thank you to Jen Vaughn. That was her class. So yeah, I also want to say thank you to Dr. Kauza. That was his play. And also to Caleb and Celeste. It's been a great 4 years here, and I'm going to miss everybody. Thank you.
And the nominees for Best Narrative, Best News, and Sports Package are
and their 7-year-old daughter, Alexandra. Based on a recent Facebook posting, Espinoza's sister was at a very good place in her life.
I am with the father of my kids, the man of my life. Hope everything works out for good.
Police are still trying to confirm the identity of the suspect while the family is trying to figure out what's best for the 3 children who are now orphans, having just witnessed the horror of their parents' murder.
Devastating. To me, I'm thinking, oh, these kids, poor things, they should, they're going to be traumatized for life.
Everybody's going to feel it.
San Jose Silicon Valley Chamber of Commerce Matt Mahood said,
This was a feel-good issue for the voters, and they voted with their hearts, not necessarily their minds. It is bad for business in the city of San Jose, and I just don't think the average voter understands the issue.
The unemployment rate in San Jose is at 8.3% and is expected to rise. With the passage of Measure D, employers and city officials are expecting a drastic change.
There's just no way for any business that is paying employees.
Just help me wash my car. Don't tell Millie.
In one word, his wife describes him as
Generous.
And his friendly waves as
Just uplifting.
Despite adversity, John continues to teach others lessons.
I used to be very impatient, but he's taught me patience.
John Grech has taken this simple way of communicating and has used it as an instrument, a tool to magically change your mood or even make all.
And the winner is Shannon Weprin. A friendly wave.
Some neighbors think that the street simply wouldn't be the same without them.
It's a great block we live on, too. It's such a community, and he's definitely a big part of it.
This intersection is more well known now than one block that way or one block that way because we have somebody doing something unique here.
John even lends a hand in some community services.
And washes his car and won't wash mine.
What?
Yeah, do you like deaf ears, right?
He's helped me wash my car. Don't tell Millie.
In one word, his wife describes him as
Generous.
And his friendly waves as
Just uplifting.
Despite adversity, John continues to teach others lessons.
I used to be very impatient, but he's taught me patience.
John Grech has taken this simple way of communicating and has used it as an instrument, a tool to magically change your mood or even make all of your worries go away.
Hi. I'll keep it short, but I just want to thank BECA in general, if I can do that, because they give us the opportunity to meet such great people like John Grech, who he literally sits out there every day and just waves to people just out of the kindness of his heart. And thanks to BECA, I got to meet him and spend a lot of time with him and his family. And more specifically, Marty Gonzalez, because he's amazing at what he does. And I've spent 3 semesters with him now, and I've learned an immense amount of information from him. So thank you. That's it.
And the nominees for Best Video Art are
But what does this have to do with you?
These were the last of the bounty hunters, and they both knew their day had come.
And the winner is Jeff Schroeder, Pale Blue Dot.
But what does this have to do with you?
The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves.
Now I want to say thank you to my wonderful team. Thank you, Professor Connie, Crystal Endless, Michael Miller, Brian Gordon, Nick Robert. Thank you, everybody. Brian.
Ditto.
Thank you. Thank you, Connie.
laboratory analysis, it has been determined that the BECA student's brain consists of 3 major functions. Here is the diagram of the brain of a BECA student. First, we have the sector in blue called scimus focus. This section of the brain is responsible for the most useful ability of the BECA student, the ability to skim through large amounts of text. Our research team was quite perplexed, however, as to why the species would want to skim through text that they spent so much money on.
A lot of them, they don't even read the text until the day before exam.
Exactly, yet they seem to be able to maintain impressive test scores. Thank you. In red, we have the sector called logicus thincum. This section of the brain allows the species to understand complex and often technical information.
Much like how to set up a projector for a BECA professor.
Or how to assemble precisely 10 chairs to a stack in Studio One. Next in green, we have the sector called labirus temus. This section of the brain contains communicative and collaborative information that helps with them functioning, or their functions that are necessary to help them survive in their habitat. They consistently use technology to create, yet they have not somehow figured out a way to abstain in order to work.
Thank you, Doctor, for that riveting and in-depth presentation. Next, we will take a little closer look of the subspecies known to some as the writing subspecies.
We'll now be taking you to the most endangered of all the BECA species, the BECA writing student. You may be asking yourself, what is a BECA writing student? Other BECA students may be asking themselves, what is writing? The writing student is often forced to venture out beyond enemy lines. Ah, we're catching a glimpse of the rare ritual of the creative writing process. This is the first time this beautiful act has ever been caught on camera. We must be very delicate so as not to disturb the writing student. Fascinating. We are now witnessing the interaction between the BECA subspecies.
Like 30 minutes behind, we really need the script. Are you done?
So yeah, it's kind of just a rough draft. I mean, there's it's kind of, I want to go a different direction. We have time to change.
All right, just give it to me. Let me see.
Still be.
Notice the most difficult moment in the writer's career, the pass-off. They finished the script. 48 hours of sleeplessness, self-deprecation, increased alcoholic tendencies, and hours of breaks to look at pictures of cats on Tumblr.
This is definitely not funny. We really need you to do these changes. You got about 20 minutes. I need you to get it back to me, all right? Thanks.
The writer's work is never done.
That was truly inspiring.
They are. They are. Doctor, get it together?
You're right, Gunter.
Professor Gunter? Luckily, we are at the end of our presentation. But there is a little bit more time to watch them get some awards.
Indeed, Gunter. Let's make ourselves scarce.
It's Professor Gunter.
From the writing department, please welcome graduating BECA student, Christina Ray.
And the nominees for Best Screenplay are
Bored to Death, Don't Shoot the Messenger by John Moran. Interior, Jonathan Ames' apartment, Brooklyn, New York. Day, afternoon. Jonathan is slumped in an armchair. The room is dark. Blue-white glow of the television reflects on his face. He has a 5 o'clock shadow and dark circles under his eyes. He is drinking straight from a bottle of white wine and watching the Kevin Bacon film, Quicksilver. Kevin Bacon, on TV. I know it's not supposed to be this way, but I can't let you go. Monster School by David Necklason. Act 1. Fade in. Exterior, suburban street. Day. A typical suburban house. An alarm clock goes off. Interior, Miles' bedroom. Continuous. A rotting hand reaches from underneath bed covers. Bam! It hits the alarm clock, knocking it off a side table. Someone is groaning and yawning in the bed, buried beneath the covers. Norma, over shoulder, yelling, Miles, wake up. It's your first day of school. Misfitted by Christina Cruz. Interior, Berlin's bedroom, evening. 25-year-old Celeste sleeps in bed. A man wraps his arms around her. Celeste jumps on top of the bed, screaming as a man jumps out of the bed with confusion. Freeze frame. Title, Misfitted. Interior, Celeste's bedroom. Day. Text, 1 week earlier, music plays. Celeste enters wearing a wolf sweater.
And the winner is John Moran, Bored to Death, Don't Shoot the Messenger.
Jonathan mouths the words and takes a big slug from the wine bottle. He looks over at a photo on his desk of him and Suzanne. Jonathan. Suzanne loved Kevin Bacon.
Unfortunately, John couldn't be here to accept this award, so I'm going to accept it on his behalf.
Presenting the BECA Scholarship Awards, please welcome Professor Grace Provenzano.
Well, the first of the awards is the Anthony F. Turano Memorial Scholarship, and it's given to honor the life of Cron video journalist Tony Turano. The scholarship provides financial support to benefit a BECA major who intends to pursue a career in video journalism. This year's recipient for the Anthony F. Turano Memorial Scholarship is Brian Favorite.
I am here because of the caliber of the faculty. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
The Renando A. Johnson Memorial Scholarship provides financial support to benefit a BECA student studying audio production, music recording, and music. This scholarship is given in memory of Renando A. Johnson. This year's recipient for the Renando A. Johnson Memorial Scholarship is Ellicent Liberon.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. I just want to thank the donors. Donors are awesome. And Jeff Jacoby for making everything perfectly Skloogey for us. Thank you.
All right. The Beverly Johnson Memorial Scholarship is given to honor KGO reporter Beverly Johnson. The scholarship offers financial support to benefit a BECA major with an emphasis in audio, video, or interactive media performance. The recipient for this year's Beverly Johnson Memorial Scholarship is Hannah Montezeri.
Thanks, you guys. I just want to say that I'm studying abroad in the fall, so this will help me get there. Thank you.
All right, and finally, the Dave McElhatton Memorial Scholarship is given to honor the life of legendary Bay Area broadcast journalist David McElhatton. The scholarship provides financial support to benefit a BECA major who intends to pursue a career in broadcast journalism. The recipient for this year's David McElhatton Memorial Scholarship is Genesee Caton.
Thanks.
Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you.
Presenting the Faculty Choice Award, please welcome BECA Department Chair, Dr. Scott Patterson.
Thank you. What a fantastic BECA Fest. Thank you all 640 students. Every year at BECA Fest, the faculty are asked to look across the range of materials submitted and to choose one project that we believe best exemplifies the spirit that is BECA, and that is the Faculty Choice Award at BECA Fest every year. And so I'm pleased to announce the winner of the Faculty Choice Award for BECA Fest 2013 is Stacy Lee for sustainability.
They say this is garbage, useless, out of style. They say that this is obsolete, half forgotten, twice replaced, and then some. You are the re-originator, an innovator, the treasure hunter, master of uncharted territories and pioneered ideas, a voyager. No doubts to break outside the boundaries. You have no boundaries. You have the power to shatter the mold. You. To reshape the rule. A new class. New norm. There is no norm. You're the breath of a new revolution. And they say that this is secondhand.
For this, I honestly couldn't have done it without these wonderful individuals standing next to me, and Professor Connie. I can't see you, but I know you're out there. And he reminded us to do more with less. So here you go. Anybody else? Thank you.
That was incredible.
Twas. But unfortunately, brings us to the end of our presentation.
I've learned so much, yet I feel as though my research is incomplete.
Incomplete?
Yes. I've decided to continue my research and live amongst the Beckons permanently in the foreseeable future, perhaps the next 4 or 5 years or so. I cannot wait to receive my first BECA blast from Jacqueline White.
Well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna go grab Hanyo, and we're headed to the pub.
Wait. On behalf of Gunter and I, we thank you for watching our presentation.
Go ahead.